I'm Steve here with Rob Greenwood again. Thanks for being with us, Rob.
Hey, thanks for having me, Steve.
So I want to talk today about a beginner. I think most of our listeners are over the age of 40 for sure, but a lot over 50 and 60, and a lot of beginners. So let's say someone wants to start a workout program. And I want to talk about, your opinion on how many days a week they should train. Um, I'm guessing you're going to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that, but it could be less, it could be more. So we'll find out about some variables of that. So let's say someone comes in, they're 55 years old, and they're a beginner. I mean, they kind of played with weights in high school or whatever, but they're basically a beginner. How would you start them? How many times a week would you have them work out?
I definitely like 2 to 3 times a week, more leaning towards 3 times. So you got more days to accomplish your goals in a better manner. But you want to have a good, proper time for recovery. That's what's going to figure out how many times a week you're allowed to work out. With one on, one off, one on, one off should be enough time for the average person to recover. That's pretty much how I'd like setting it up with everyone if they got the time to do 3 days and then kind of adjust to how their body feels and how their speed is recovering.
So, what if I'm really excited and I want to be in the gym 5 days a week? I've been watching some YouTube videos or whatever, or watching some stuff, and my doctor says I need to start exercising. So, what if I want to come in 5 days a week? Well, and I'm a beginner.
I love how you said excited because I use that same word. I tell everyone, hey, if you get in a zone, if you're excited, you could run with it. You could go on a 5 day split. But to make longevity and be able to do this for a long time, that excitement's going to wear down. You're going to feel the time that you need to recover a whole lot more. But we could start working on different workout splits, like an active rest day. If you got to get in the gym to keep everything flowing, let's have a cardio day and maybe a calisthenics day in between weight training.
Okay, so what you mean by that is you would have someone like calisthenics is the stuff that we all did in high school. Well, at least I did in high school. Jumping jacks, burpees, depending on what their level of health is. Um, you could put stretching in there, right? You could have them warm up and stretch, do some cardio and emphasize stretching. So I think what you're saying is you would not have them do resistance training where they're going to need more recovery 5 times, right?
Correct. Yeah. Definitely get back into the stretching, the functional movements. I should have said, just relate in some everyday life while you're giving the muscles proper time to recover, but still enjoying the gym 5 days a week.
So give me an example of a functional movement.
Um, Box squats. I like box squats. Like people sitting on the couch and getting up. You don't want to get too stiff. You hardly get up 5, 10 times in a couple minutes. So I'll take a lot of people down to do a box squat. 10 sets or 3 sets of 10. If that's a little tougher, I'll do the TRX straps, for box squats.
Okay, because I'm asking these questions because I'm noticing that a lot of our listeners, they really are beginners, and they don't know some of the terminology that we use, like sets and reps, and I'm trying not to take anything for granted there. For instance, I've done some shorts on how to um, put weights on the rack. And a lot of the people were saying, well, you do it like this. Well, I'm realizing they don't know how to put them back on the rack. It's not to make it look pretty, but it's to make it so it's convenient for the next person. And so it's easy for them to load up their bar. But so I'm just trying not to take anything for granted. So functional is something that's going to basically be things that relate to what you do during the day, right?
Yep, definitely. Another example, I like farmer walks with like a kettlebell or dumbbell. Pick it up and then walk across maybe 20 yards, set it down, pick it up, just as you were taking maybe a load of groceries from the car to the house.
Yeah, and another thing I like is a weight belt. I mean, not a weight belt, but a weight vest. And it's amazing, especially a beginner. You're not going to do this for very long, but you put a 25-pound weight vest on, and even me, and I'm pretty fit, but I'll do that and I'll walk around the house. And after like 5 minutes, I want it off. I'll do a 30-pound weight vest and I'll just walk around and do my normal things around the house. It takes me about 5 minutes and I go, I want this thing off. But it makes you realize what your body thinks when you got an extra 30 pounds of weight that you're carrying around.
Oh yeah.
So, I like what you said about just taking some dumbbells or whatever, and they can be light, and you can just have someone walk across the gym, right?
Yep, that's correct. Anything that you could, mimic that's gonna happen in everyday life, works great.
Okay, so, and I also, at the gym you're at, Rob is at our club, Fitness for 10 in Sparks. There's stairs there. I notice a lot of the trainers have people walk up the stairs and walk down, walk up the stairs and walk down, and maybe they're holding dumbbells. Maybe they're holding them here. Maybe they're holding them up. Maybe they're holding them down, just up and down those stairs. And that's going to make you stronger, especially if you're 55, 45, or older. So, do you ever do stuff like that?
Oh yeah, man, that definitely get somebody boogieing and just real life aspect. Any and some of the simplest things you could think of, adding a little 2 pound weight or a couple sets to it, is really gonna make you kick some butt in real life.
Okay, so just to boil it all down here, you would have someone basically, if they're really gung ho, ready to go, they're going to do resistance training Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right?
Yep.
And that would be a full body workout.
Yeah, full body workout. I'd probably start full body and then maybe split it from there, front to back to full body, upper, lower, kind of varying new things, so we don't get bored with it too. Just learning as many things possible while you're trying to get in shape.
So, what would a full body workout look like? My first day, my first week or second week or third week, I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to do the same workout, right? What would that look like?
Awesome. So I like to start from the top, work my way to the bottom. I'm going to cover a push movement, try to hit as many muscle groups as I can with a push movement. I'm going to do a pull, try to hit as many muscle movements or muscle groups in the one movement there. And then I'll switch to a push with the legs. I always focus a full body workout off a push, a pull, and then a lower body push. I'm going to be able to target more real estate hitting them three movements. They're going to be basically compound movements. I'm going to target a lot of muscle, burn a lot of calories, and use a lot of energy.
Okay, so bench press, shoulder press, that would be a push for your chest and your shoulders. I'm assuming that you wouldn't throw triceps in there really quick or that soon, but then a pull would be lat pull, pull ups. Most beginners aren't going to be able to do any pull ups, right?
Right.
Um, if they're older. And then a leg press and maybe some leg curls and calves, and you pretty much cover the whole body that way. That's what you do.
Yeah, you're going to touch a little bit of the tricep in all your pushes. You're going to touch the bicep in all your pulls, and you're going to hit glutes, hamstrings, and quads in almost any push movement with your legs.
All right. Well, Rob, thanks for your input. Now, if somebody wants to get a hold of you or follow you on social media, how can they get a hold of you?
It's going to be trained by Rob, and that's going to be on all platforms.
Okay. Thanks for being with us, Rob. We'll talk to you next time.
Hey, thanks for having me, Steve.